we are going to learn all about shapes. We are going to look at shapes that are out in the world. A clock is an example of a circle. A door is an example of a rectangle. This purse is an example of a trapezoid. This street sign is an example of a rhombus. Now we are going to look at a video about triangles.
What I want to do in this video is talk about the two main ways that triangles are categorized. The first way is based on whether or not the triangle has equal sides, or at least a few equal sides, and the other way is based on the measure of the angles of the triangle. So the first categorization right here, and all of these are based on whether or not the triangle has equal sides, is scalene. And a scalene triangle is a triangle where none of the sides are equal. Scalene triangle. None of the sides have an equal length. Now, an isosceles triangle is a triangle where at least two of the sides have equal lengths. This side and this side are equal, so it meets the constraint of at least two of the three sides have the same length. Now, an equilateral triangle, you might imagine, and you'd be right, is a triangle where all three sides have the same length. Any triangle where all three sides have the same length is going to be equilateral. Now, down here, we're going to classify based on angles. An acute triangle is a triangle where all of the angles are less than 90 degrees. This would be an acute triangle. Notice all of the angles are less than 90 degrees. So less than 90-degree angles for all of them. A right triangle is a triangle that has one angle that is exactly 90 degrees. And that tells you that this angle right over here is 90 degrees. And because this triangle has a 90-degree angle, and it can only have one 90-degree angle, this is a right triangle. So that is equal to 90 degrees. Now, you could imagine an obtuse triangle based on the idea that an obtuse angle is larger than 90 degrees. An obtuse triangle is a triangle that has one angle that is larger than 90 degrees. That we have an angle that is larger, that is greater than 90 degrees.
Hi guys, today we are going to learn about shapes. So I am going to start by teaching you about a circle. A circle has a radius, which is from the center point out to the edge of a circle. And the diameter is from one side of the circle through the center point all the way to the other side of the circle, as you can see here. If you're given the diameter and want to find the radius, you're going to plug the diameter in for d into this equation. And you're going to have, let's say in this case, the diameter equals 10. You're going to have 10 divided by 2, which equals 5. So the radius of the circle would be 5. If you are given the radius and want to find the diameter, then you are going to plug it into this equation. So let's say, for instance, the radius is 3. You're going to take 3 times 2, and the diameter of the circle would be 6, because radius is half of the diameter. Now we're going to look at rectangles. You can see that a rectangle has 4 90-degree angles, or 4 right angles. It also has 2 sets of parallel sides. So here is one set of parallel sides, and here is the second set of parallel sides. Now you can see underneath I have a picture drawn of a square. A square, it can also be a rectangle because it has 4 right 90-degree angles, and it also has 2 sets of parallel sides. Here's one set, and here is the second set. Now we're going to look at trapezoids. A trapezoid has to have one set of parallel lines. So you can see in this drawing that here is one set of parallel lines. Now this is a different drawing of a trapezoid, but it also has one set of parallel lines. So it can be a trapezoid as well. So in a rhombus, it's going to have opposite sides are parallel. So this side and this side are parallel, and this side and this side of the trapezoid are parallel. And on this one, this side and this side are parallel to each other, and this side and this side are parallel to each other. It also has opposite angles are the same angle measurement. So this angle is going to be the same as this angle, and this angle measurement is going to be the same as that angle measurement. Same goes for this. This angle measurement is going to be the same as this angle measurement, and this angle measurement is going to be the same as that angle measurement. The two ways you can define a triangle are by its sides and by its angles. So let's start with its sides. So let's say you're given a triangle with the sides 4, 5, and 6. You can see here that none of the sides of the triangle are the same. That means that the triangle is going to be a scalene triangle because none of its sides are the same. A triangle with the sides 4, 4, and 2. You can see here that two of the sides, this side and this side, are both 4. That means it's going to be a isosceles triangle because it has two sides the same length. I want to show you a triangle with the sides 5, 5, and 5. You can see here that all the side lengths are the same, so that means it's going to be an equilateral triangle because all of the sides are the same length. Next, we are going to look at triangles defined by their angles. So let's say you're given a triangle with the angle measurements of, let's say, 59 degrees, 60 degrees, and 61 degrees. All of these angle measurements are under 90 degrees. That means it's going to be an acute triangle because all its angles is less than 90 degrees. Next, we're going to look at a triangle with a right angle or 90 degrees. That means it's going to be a right triangle because it has one 90-degree angle. And lastly, we're going to look at a triangle with an angle measurement of 110. So let's say this angle's 110 degrees. That means it's going to be an obtuse triangle because it has one angle measurement greater than 90 degrees. And that's my lesson on shapes.